Hello, a very good morning to all my lovely students out there. Check out, the heart is beating so fast. Someone out there is skipping a heartbeat as well. Why are we meeting today? We are meeting today to stabilize ourselves and to tell that we all are ready for success. Nothing but only success. Warm welcome to the discussion, friends. It's going to be the last chit chat. I know the time is very precious. We would just be talking for 10 minutes or so because this is the last booster. These are the last words which you have to keep in your mind before you proceed for your exam. I just wanted to say before we take this exam together that our success is very near. The positivity is something which I have to inculcate today because there are lots of thoughts which are negative, which are coming into your mind. Yes, Wafa. Hi, Samira. Hi, Hadia. Hello, Albatul, Khalda, Mina, Nahid, Rehab, Sadaf, Sharaf, Amina, Shafa, Zahir, Zain. You all are going to do it provided you just concentrate on the words which I'm going to tell you now. Let me tell you. Okay, Rak is here as well. Hello, Rak, sweetheart. Welcome to the session. Now, you all have to understand one point before taking the exam, that this is not the time to get nervous. You have to keep one thought in your mind that whatever we have been doing, there are few students who had revised the curriculum maybe 4 times. There are others who have done it 3 times. There are others who have done only 1 time. The very first thing that you all should be telling yourself is that we are ready. Because that incomplete preparation feel that stays forever. Believe me, even if today I give you another 1 year to prepare, that exam has been postponed and it's been 1 year more that you can study, even after 1 year, you will have that feeling of incomplete preparation. Do you all agree? It's never that we feel, okay, I am 100% ready for exam. You have to tell yourself that I'm ready. Another important thing, which I would tell you all is that today, Albatul, Sadif, for that matter, Sumera, Rehab, Hina, you all stand at one straight line. Believe me, the one who has been studying for like 1, 2, 3 years, the one who has been studying for like 6, 4 months, the one who has studied only for 2 months. You all are equal in terms of your preparation. Welcome, Marwa. Welcome to the session, sweetheart. You all are at one line in terms of approaching the exam. So if all are equal, then what makes the difference in passing the exam? Why the results are different if all the students are equal? I'll tell you the mentor experience. Students are the same. Students have the same capability. The students who have this fear that we would not be able to make it, who are having this fear of unknown, who are having this confusion, disorientation, some sort of a fear of this failure, they do expect nervousness. Now, what does this nervousness do? This nervousness reduces our efficiency. It actually tends to decrease our outcome. My request to all of you is, you all are equal today, but the one who is going to stand out would be the one who is ready to be calm, composed, and confident. Only that student who would have a control over the nerves would be able to read the question, would be able to recall the discussion we have had, would be able to mark the right answer. My aim to meet today is to cope up with stress. See, why are we having stress? What is the reason, Hadia? What is the reason, Sumera, that we are having stress? Again, is it the first exam we taking in our life? Is it the first exam, Batul? It's not. Why are we taking this stress? Why do we have anxiety? Why are we going in depression? If you just change these 3 words of stress, anxiety, and depression and tell yourself, we are going closer to the success, we are getting closer to the celebration, you will feel change in your mood and in your attire. You will feel change in the approach. See, there are many positive aspects. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to the examination hall. You're just sitting in your home. You're just taking exam from just changing the room, right? These are the positive aspects. So don't get nervous. And I want this confidence. Why? Because I want you to read the questions very carefully, right? Albatul, never ever in life we would be confident of the hard work. And this is true. You take any exam, sweetheart. We can never give 100% in terms of the satisfaction that I have done everything. Every time we don't feel that 90% of the things which we have done, we never think about that. Only 10% which we have not done, believe me, that keeps on coming in mind. Am I right? Like today, I was seeing the study group. You people were getting confused on those 1, 2, 3 questions, which are incomplete exam questions. And you people are discussing again and again. Does that mean that all the questions are going to be these type of confusion questions in exam? The answer is no. If 1, 2, or for that matter, 3 or 4 questions are like this, it's okay. 95 questions would be simple, straightforward, easy, and understandable as well. Do people understand? Right now, we don't have to concentrate on those 3, 4 questions. Right now, we have to concentrate on the bulk which we have done. The failure would not be if we get 3, 4 difficult questions. Failure would be only if at all we do the easy questions incorrect. The questions which everybody knows, and out of confusion and stress, we mark them incorrect. Yes, that is going to invite failure. Do you people understand my point? The reason to meet you is to give the confidence that whatever we know, at least that we should be able to reproduce. And if we get nervous, if we get confused, if we have this feeling of incomplete preparation, we would not be reading the question carefully. And that is the mistake which tends to happen. After the exam, when students, they ring, there's a difference between reading questions between 2, 3 students, you know. You'll ask them, they would say, oh, no, the age was this. The other says, no, parity was this. Why this happens? Because you have that nervousness, tachycardia while reading the questions. I'm here today to tell you that I want a 72 beats per minute heartbeat, not more than that. And that would only come if you feel that I'm practicing this question on my own. I am practicing this question as I was doing at my home. Nobody is judging me here. Nobody is here to assess. I will give my 100% because I've discussed all the questions. I know all the questions. If 10, 15 questions are difficult, they're not difficult for you only. While doing those questions, tell yourself these are difficult for everyone. So mark as per exclusion. Who is this who's asking for the result? Another 3 to 4 weeks, my dear. And that would be a celebration day. All right. So do you people understand that how positivity affects our outcome? Again, I would say that if you would keep on, messaging each other, I'm nervous, I'm having a headache, I'm feeling so confused, that would create an aura of confusion. That would create an aura of some negativity. What I want is that Sadaf, Albatul, Sumera, Hadia, all my students, Rehab, Hina, all of you out there, please, my request only is, again and again, tell yourself, I will do it. I will read each question carefully. I will mark the answer to my best knowledge. If your presence of mind is there, it would be doable. I 100% guarantee that. If you would feel shaky while reading the question, you would get nervous. The only reason to meet today is we have prepared all the curriculum. We have done all the questions. That's not a problem. The problem is, in what, Hina? That's not a problem, Hina. Ignore that, my dear. Totally ignore that. You just have to do the question solving. That's it. No, ignore that. And in exam, you don't have time that, somebody is watching at you, somebody is, having an invigilation upon you. No, you don't have time. You have to read your question carefully. Don't get nervous. You don't have to speak. The nervousness comes, Hina, in OSCE because you have to speak, and the fumbling comes. Here, you have to read the question and mark it, sweetheart. If somebody is looking at you, it's their job. So you just ignore. You just feel that you're solving your exam question. Okay? No, they don't, my dear. Until and unless you ask them to talk, only then, or you ask some question, you have some concern, only then. You have only your screen in front of you. You have your questions in front of you and you solve them and you submit them. Simple. Okay. You simply ignore that somebody is there. You just have to concentrate on each question, Hina. All right. Don't worry. See, when you go to the center, you have invigilators there, right? Don't you have invigilators when you go to the examination hall ever? You have invigilators, right? So why to get nervous if one invigilator is here online as well? It's better to have an online one, no, because you're sitting at your home, at your peace, at your calm environment. All right? No, Hina, it's actually not like that. Don't worry that somebody is observing you, your answers as well. It's not going to be like that. You just have to solve with full concentration your exam. That's it. All right. Nobody is going to talk to you or keep on, disturbing you. It is going to be very smooth, very calm. Only if you have any query, only if you are having some concern during the paper solving, you can talk to them. All right. Got it, my dear? So it's not at all nervousness at all. Don't let the fear of unknown disturb you during your exam. Now, I would like to tell you that, see, there are many things which you might not have read, and it can be like 1 or 2 questions in exam. In exam, if you are having this feel that, I've not read it, it's absolutely okay. What I want is that you give a very confident attire to that question, a confident attempt as well. What is that? Then you read the question. Somewhere we have read that, somewhere in the back of our mind, in the old history, when we have done the questions, the answers, they come into our mind. And believe me, miracles, they do happen. We say, oh, that was my guess and that was correct. The only thing which would make miracles happen is your positive attitude, your positive behavior, your positive action, and your good performance. Again, I would say today, everyone, each one of you is equal. So from today onwards, in the next 48 hours, we have to make a difference. The difference would be that I would see messages in the study group that no problem, if this would come, we would see at that time. No problem. I would read the question carefully at that time. What would be the best answer? I will make an exclusion. Okay, this can't be the answer. This can't be the answer. Okay, this is the answer. The solution to these 48 hours passing is have a good sleep, have a good diet, and calm down. Feel that you are ready and you would pass the exam only with your confidence sitting in exam. Otherwise, definitely it is going to be difficult if you would be nervous. So when you get nervous, tell yourself that you are decreasing your efficiency, you are reducing the outcome, which we definitely do not want. In that case, you all should be working upon the positivity in the last minutes, because these last minutes are super important. We had been working for the outcome for these last minutes. Rack has written a very important thing, that in exam, we are stuck up with 2 options in the end. So all of you, please pay attention. Now we are coming to the gist of the meat today. That is that how we have to be successful in the paper solving. Number 1, when you're reading the question, ensure that you're registering each and every buzzword. Your communication in terms of reading the question, you can hear it, please. These are a matter of only 100 questions. 100 single best answers is not a big deal, please. You can do it. You won't be tired. The only thing which I require is that your focus, your attention, your full concentration stays there. For that, you all have to adjust the sleep cycle. I'm sure that the test reach timings you people have adjusted as per the discussion you people were having. Is it all okay? Now you people are ready with that, whatever time as per your time zone you people are going to take exam. Correct, Hina? Everybody has settled their test reach application, please? Yes, anybody has some confusion in that? Okay, great. Second thing is I want 8 hours sleep. And that is per order. Why I am emphasizing upon this, because even the older discussion, you people would be remembering if at all your sleep would be adequate. No nervousness at all. Feel as per cool, calm sleep and tell yourself sleep is important. There's no point of, revising till the last minute, because that makes confusion, nothing else. All right. So only good sleep would make you remember the older discussion points, the older points which you ever read, for your exam, for your discussion in the study group, for the live sessions, or you studied in the Mrcpi book. You will feel that you had this in your mind and it would come up. This is the first positive sign during the exam. The second thing which I would like to say is that keep encouraging yourself. Don't get nervous by the exam, technique. The first few questions might be difficult one. For example, third question, you don't know. Fifth question, you don't know. And, the 10th question, you don't know. It's okay. If you don't know it, you can mark it and don't ignore that question. Come back to it and tell yourself, 100% I'm going to give my best in this question, because this is a difficult question. This would be difficult for everyone. The chances is that 90% of the students would make it go wrong. I would make it right. I would think about each option and then make the right decision. When you start thinking the pros and cons of each option and you start doing the exclusion, you come to the right option. They give the hint, only that you're not picking up that hint. All right. So those questions should not make you feel depressed. In fact, should keep you encouraged that I am going to do best in them. The questions you do correct, even for them, keep encouraging yourself. All right. For example, if I would be sitting in exam, for the first 10 questions are done, I said, okay, well done. So 90 are left. You do 20 questions, said, okay, I'm passing, 80 are left. Keep on encouraging yourself. Don't get depressed. When you reach 50 plus, you say, okay, half is done. I will do it. Read the 51st question with a new focus, with a new enthusiasm, that you will do it. The next 50 are left only. When you reach last 20, tell yourself that if I pass these 20 questions, because at that time a little tiredness is there, you tell yourself, if I pass these last 20 questions, I am going to pass the exam. For each question, don't take lightly, and emphasize on the point that I would pass the exam if I would pass this question only. Every question counts. For each 100 question, I want you to be fighter. Do you people understand my point of view? Whatever has happened, see, even today, if I give you a new 100 questions, you people would manage to pass many of the questions out of that. Why? Because you've got your basal knowledge. So what does that mean? What means is that please be attentive at that point. Follow the instructions. Yes, Sadaf, sleep is so important. Now you would ensure that you take 8 to 10 hours sleep, my dear, because your attention, your cool, calm attitude and attire, that is required in the exam. All right. Please see the instructions. What are they asking for? Every word carefully. For example, the gestation, the parity, the age, some comorbidities, any sort of word that's given in the instructions, that is for you, and that correlates to the answer. So please be very, very careful in that. Always read the leading part of the question twice. After you select the option, go back. Are they asking for the next? Are they asking for the most important? Are they asking for the appropriate? Are they asking for the except? Because if you miss the leading part of the question, you tend to miss the answer. So that's my request for all of you out there, that always double check the leading part of the question. Full concentration on repeat question. This is one mistake which you all do. For example, it's an osteoporosis question, Rack, or for that matter, there's a question of that COVID-19 that have been coming. Any repeat question is there. Please read it. I always emphasize on this point, reason being that, see, these are students' recalls. When the students tend to recall a question, they tend to have difficulty in formulating, in terms of difficulty in reproducing the exact question. So it can be a change in the answer. Do you people agree? So even if you feel it's a repeat question, please read it. That did they change the gist, or is it the same one? Now you know the options and then correctly answer. Don't blindly mark any answer, because we don't have the difficulty of, like, fighting against time. It's absolutely okay. 100 questions. Okay, so this is my requirement that even if it's a repeat question, don't close your eyes to mark it. Please see the questions, see the options, because 100 questions are not like fighting against time. You do have time to complete those questions. You can very well read the question in detail and the options as well. And then if some unknown question is there, you can practice exclusion. All right, A can't be the answer. B is not an appropriate one. C and D are related. I would see them again. E is not appropriate. So you go to C and D, you read the question again, and then you see C is better or D is better. In this way, if you practice exclusion, as Rak is saying, then always you get an answer. If at all you're stuck up between two, remember the first instinct is always considered to be the right one. The second thought, when you change the answer, you people would agree that's basically overthinking on the question, going towards the wrong direction. So my suggestion would be that if you see the question, and after seeing the question, if you have a feel that, okay, B is my first answer, and if you are having a tie between the other, so always go with the first instinct. That's considered to be the best answer, which you think was the first striking in your mind. Okay. MRCPI generally, friends, is not a problem with time management. I start getting phone calls around 15, 20, 30 minutes prior to the exam finishing time. Students, they get free, but I won't suggest that you perform all the questions in 2 hours and 30 minutes. If you have time, read thoroughly, please, counter check and ensure that you have solved the 100 questions, and then you submit your paper. So time management generally, up till now, students have never complained about, and they're always happy that Mrcpi is not the type of the exam. Yes, for EPCOG, for MRCOG, they're always fighting against the extended match questions. So far, it's never been a problem, but don't try to finish it early. If you do have a time, do a good revision, especially marked questions, which you think that you had a confusion or tie between that, right? Then you people can counter check them. So how would be the distribution, friends? 40 to 50 questions would be simple, straightforward questions. And I would not expect that you become easy or you become anxious on those questions. I want those 40 to 50 questions 100% correct, reason being that majority of the students will make it correct, right? So it's a competitive exam. We have to fight and we have to compare ourselves to be the best amongst all candidates, okay? Now, after 40 to 50 questions, which are straightforward, you will feel that around 20 to 30 questions are those where you'll have to put a little pressure on your memory and a little pressure on your mindset. What can be the answer? But I'm 100% sure the way and the technique and the preparation you people had, it's much more than the requirement. You people are super prepared, believe me, more prepared than I used to be for my exam, or more prepared than I see that previous students were. I can compare that you people were very, very judiciously reading and learning. So have faith in yourself, have faith in me that those 20 to 30 questions, you might have to put a little pressure on your memory, but that would be done as well. We are left with last 15 to 20 questions. That would be those questions which Rak is saying where 2 answers would be a tie. For those questions where you will have a tie, put them and give them time. If you have time in the end, you can come back to them. Please don't take them easy. Don't tell yourself in exam that, okay, I've done the 60, 80, that's okay, I would be passing even if I leave them. No. When students, unfortunately, they fail on the margin, last time it was 68% passing. And when students, they failed on 67, 66, or, very close, even 65, that hurts badly. And then, I receive a message that, oh, it was just a matter of like 1, 2, 3 questions. Yeah. So you have to tell yourself during your exam time that every question counts. Even for the last 20 questions, you will tell yourself that these 20 questions would make my destiny. This would create my fate of passing. Do people understand? When you reach to the 80th question, I would be ringing in your ears Now is the time that these 20 questions would mark that you're passing or failing. So let's come to the full attention again and mark these 20 questions correct. When you are at the last question, don't take it easy. Tell yourself, I have to fight for this 100th question. Why? Because this 100th question would be the only one that would make me pass, cross the passing percentage. Do people understand? I'm saying out of experience. I'm saying all this, whatever I have been seeing, because the mindset during those 3 hours, that matters a lot. Are you all with me, please? Yes, everybody, are you all with me? Would I say the positivity now? Yes, would I see the change in your attire now? From this point onwards, we would discuss if some uncertain question or some confusion question is there, but we won't say that this is the only question that we are left with. We have done 99, 100% already. It's done. If 1 or 2 confusion questions are there, it's okay. That doesn't change the result, but we would fight for that. Please work and focus, Hina, Sumera, Hadia, Mohsin. I want you all to work and focus on the good part, because that positivity is required for your exam passing. I want those 3 hours to be perfect. The mindset, your attitude, your behavior, and that would lead to the success. Because now whatever we had to do, we have done it. Now is only those hours where we have to give our 100%. And again, I would say, the person who is going to give 100% calm, cool, and composed attire, believing in yourself, would be successful. I can write this now. So I need positivity now. I need confidence now. I need this feel that I am appearing in this exam to pass. Nothing but pass. That's it. Would I see the change? No. Now, all of you have to take special care of your diet in these days. Try not to eat something from outside. It's better that you just take something from home, right? And sleep has to be proper. May the best of health be with you guys, because that is something which I require in the last few hours. All right? Noura, Hina, Sumera, Hadia, Albatul, Khalda, all of you out there, I agree that exam stress, it is there. I agree it's pretty natural to feel this way. But again, I would request that if we be strong, it's in our control that we make things happen. You all would do it, provided from this 48 hours onward, we start being confident. We start feeling confident. If one question we have to discuss, that this question key, Binte Hawa, or somebody is giving you the key, if Safa is discussing something, you people have to take it positively and tell yourself, okay, so 99% we have already done. If these 1 or 2 questions are creating confusion, that's absolutely okay. We'll see the question in exam. We will read the question in exam. We'll mark the words and take our best decision, because presence of mind, that makes the difference there. All right? Have faith in yourself. You are the best. You have read the maximum, and you would be successful. We will definitely celebrate together. It is doable. It is possible. People had been doing earlier. They were not superhumans. They did not have an additional brain. They just studied like you. In fact, you people are more prepared than them. I know, because I had been comparing. Now is the time that we just pray, have faith in ourselves. We just work on our positivity and stable mindset. Read the questions carefully, mark the answer, double check the leading word. There's no point that you make it wrong. You all would definitely do it. I would definitely be praying for those 3 hours, would be waiting for your responses. And the questions, 10, 15, 20 questions would be tough ones. But again, they won't make the destiny. The majority of the paper, if you make the easy questions correct, you people would do it. 100% you people would do it. All right. Okay. So lots of love, energies, hugs, and prayers. May the best of luck be with you. May that day turn out to be the best for you. May those 3 hours, the answers that come out spontaneously from your side, and you would feel confident. I just want the strength. I just want the confidence. Would be sending the last minute voice notes before the exam starting. You people have to listen to that. Just work on your sleep, your diet, and keep revising the bullet points. That's it. All right. I love you all from the core of my heart. Everything would be fine. And we would have another Zoom meeting on the result day, celebrating the success. And we'll cherish each and every moment spent together. Thank you very much, Sadaf, Mena, Rehab, Sharaf. Thank you, Hina, Mohsen, and Albatul, everyone out there. You people are very close to our heart. Best of luck from the entire team of RFA Theaters. We would be praying for you guys and we would celebrate together. When the record is uploaded, you all have to listen to it again, once again. Believe me, these words, they make a difference. Positivity, it makes a difference. Love you all. Take very good care of yourself. And we would be remembering you in prayers. You all would do it and we would celebrate by the blessings. Thank you very much. Bye-bye from my side. Love you all more. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thank you.